tribes and over 800 different languages. And when you come to this country, you get to see into the culture. Now, every single tribe has their own customs, their own dances, and their own rituals. And this is what you experience. This is what you feel. We're asking the spirits permission for us to come into the village. My name's Lynn Sutherland. I'm an adventurer and environmentalist. I partnered with EarthCheck in my quest to uncover the world's best practice in sustainable tourism. My journey took me to exotic locations where people are coming together in a bid to preserve the planet. We need to know the impact tourism has on these incredible destinations and the role each of us must play as responsible travellers. I came to Papua New Guinea because it's one of the few places where it's still possible to experience Stone Age cultures. It's the country that boasts dramatic natural beauty, that's characterised by jungle-clad mountains and underwater reefs. But by visiting, we unwittingly bring about change. Now, there are a number of ways you can see Papua New Guinea, but the reason I joined the expedition ship Orion is because of the way they travel. They really try and give you an authentic New Guinea experience, and they take you to some of the more remote villages. It's just a magic spot, Papua New Guinea, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. It's one of those places that captures everybody's heart that comes here.
Is that why you think Orion comes here?
Oh, definitely. Definitely why we come here, 100%. I guess there's several things. You know, the culture is so alive and it's such an ancient culture. You know, dating back to the early migrations, tens of thousands of years ago, not a lot's changed. And you can come into first-person contact with people who remember what it was like before white men arrived. You know, you can go to a village in the Sepik, talk to an old man who can remember the first time he saw a white man. I mean, where else can you do that in the world? And then you've got second, third generation children who still rarely see outsiders because they live in such a remote place.
So, Vincent, how far will we go on this voyage?
So we start in Rabaul, westerly to Sepik River, down to Madame, Tafi Island, close to Cape Cananis, Tufi to Kitava on the southeasterly parts, down to Samarai, which is almost the easterly part of Papua New Guinea, Halotao.
Well, this is a beautiful port of Rabaul, and that's the Tverva volcano. Now, this place is absolutely magic, and most of it's due to the fact that the scenery is spectacular. We're getting in our canoe to go to the volcano. Now, it was 1995, I think, that I was here last, or 94, which was only 6 months after the eruption. But look at it. It's still smoking, but it's not erupting. So here we go. Take a look at what it looks like now. Well, we're almost at the volcano. We've just gone past the hot spring, which was pretty much a boiling point. It was probably a little bit too hot for us to go for a dip. But this is really incredible to get this close to a live volcano. And what else do you have? We might even get to walk up part of the volcano. And as you can see, there's still smoke coming up. So she's still cooking. She's just in one of her quiet periods. Hello, my friend. Thank you. Here we are. Tverva. A little bit like walking on the moon here, full of potholes. Very black, very dusty. Not that I've been to the moon, but I'm sure it looks like this. Now, this would have been an old lava flow, and when it was flowing, it would have been that red hot lava, and there's no way I'd be walking around like I am now. And up here, it looks like a ghost mountain. Well, we're getting up pretty high now, and you can smell the sulphur. In fact, you can see the sulphur. All this yellow in the rocks is the sulphur. And if you look behind me, you can see the sulphur trail out to sea. really gets loose up the top. You gotta watch your step. This rock's really brittle and really sharp, but worth the climb. Look at this. Tape. Now look at this. This is so cool. Well, that wasn't easy, but it's never easy to get somewhere really, really cool. And right now we can look right into the core of the volcano, and she's smoking, and it's all the action stations up here. But you can really smell the sulphur. You can really see that we are walking on a ground that is literally fire underneath us. And this whole area that we're looking at has been built up on volcanic activity. And that's what we've got to really appreciate is Mother Nature might be scary and dramatic and sometimes be really violent, but what she gives us is she gives us life. And take a look at that. She is really alive. The amount of volcanic activity that's happening here means that Papua New Guinea's landscape is undergoing dramatic change. As jungle reclaims lava fields and new islands are pushed up from the sea, a scene of incredible natural beauty comes to the shore. We've made it to Wadham Village and the locals have come out to meet us. It's so cool. Like, look at it. This is a beautiful little traditional village. And we're not too far from the Sepik River. It's just, is it north to the Sepik?
Slightly west.
Slightly west.
Northwest, I guess.
Okay. We were welcomed with open arms to a village where Justin is viewed just like a chief.
So August is my clan brother. So the clan that I was brought into makes us brothers. So his children are like my children, and it goes like that. And then Jimmy is around somewhere. He's the real chief of the clan. I'm just a pretend chief.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, pleased
Nice to meet you. I'm Lynn.
Same to you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to. Oh, don't you look beautiful?
This is Lucy.
Oh, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. We were taken into the village by Jimmy and Lucy. How amazing is it to be able to see behind the scenes into the culture of Papua New Guinea? I mean, there's so much expression in this land. The people tell their stories through dance, they tell their stories through music, and they celebrate all sorts of things through these kind of rituals. So this is really cool because these guys are getting ready for the celebration. They're getting the dragon ready. The mask being prepared is easiest to understand if we call it a dragon or a serpent. But this is only a translation. Down at the riverbanks, the women were getting ready for the welcoming ceremony. See, I've got to be traditional. I can't, come in shorts when all these beautiful ladies are dressed so stunningly in their traditional dress. This is a great way to be greeted by these remote villages for the Orion's guests. Are you saying welcome? Coming to Papua New Guinea is like being given access to the ancient culture. Not only is this land geographically stunning, but the connection of these people to their environment is just amazing. The ritual of the dragon is to lead guests into the village and connect with the spirits for our visit. As a traveller, this allows you to see and experience things you never would at home. This part of Papua New Guinea showcases ancient culture descended from early migrations, seen through the primitive arts and the use of very old languages and traditions. Now, part of all village life is the women's basket weaving. They use these baskets for everything, to store stuff, to carry stuff. But it's also a great social aspect for the village, and the women sit around and they talk and they chat and they laugh and they have a really, really good time, and they make these incredible baskets. There's a beautiful purity about how the more remote these people live, as these are societies that aren't structured around money, but rather the relationship you have with others is what really counts. Leaving Wattam, our journey took us further south to Madang, and at each new village we were extended warm welcomes that were truly remarkable. As with many places, it's the kids that really touch your heart and bring you into their world.
There's an artist by the name of Matthias Kawagi who really put this particular PNG style, this contemporary art, on the map. Now, Matthias has passed away, but the style's carried on by his wife and his son is Winston, who's right here in Madang today.
Nice to meet you, Winston. So is this your work now?
This is my work.
So you take on after your dad? Yeah. Good, I like this, lots of colour. So you've taken it sort of from the black and white to full-on vibrance of colours.
With two names, I used to do two types of arts, paintings, arts. Like these ones are called primitive arts.
Yeah.
Contemporary, primitive arts. Otherwise, these ones are fine arts. So all of them, I put them together, we used to call them contemporary arts.
Our next destination was the isolated Tammy Islands, and there's only one way to get here, by boat.
Now, Daniel's one of the chiefs on the island. The big chief passed away nearly 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
So like most communities, they have clan groups, and then each clan group has a head, and Daniel's one of the heads of the clan groups here.
So how big is the village? How many people?
187.
187, including all the pickaninnies.
Yes.
This is really cool when you come into a village like this and they accept you in and they show you around. You get to see all the little things that make it a village.
When the missionaries arrived and they landed on the island, they could make a choice which direction they head in. And fortuitously, they actually chose to head to the clan that was in charge of making peace. If the missionary had turned to the left, he would have gone to the clan that was in charge of making war, and he would have been killed. But once he came to this side and was in the peaceful clan, they had a right to protect him. And so the missionary made the right choice without even knowing, or some would say divine intervention, and walked into the peaceful clan rather than the warring clan.
Look how beautiful these women look. Wow. This is where the bananas belong susu from the markets look like one of these.
Bunnies.
Bunnies belong susu.
This is the skin of a Varanus lizard, and it basically sits there quite loosely, but they actually need to be in tune with each other. You can't just leave your drum and expect it to work. So here they put some wax on there to change the pitch, and they'll actually heat if they need to tune the drums so that they all work in pitch with each other. So it's not as simple as just pick up your drum and play. They have to tune them before they go out. So while the ladies are getting all their billis ready, the men are getting their drums ready.
This is what makes Papua New Guinea so special. It's the culture, and it's the people, and it's the colour and magic of this incredible country. I don't know if you can hear me over all this singing, but these guys are asking the spirits for permission to perform for us. I was invited to join another spiritual ceremony. In this group, we were moving together, but I felt my body vibrate to the beat of the drums. Traditions and beliefs allow a gateway for our minds and hearts to access greater things. I am now one of these people, and I have to keep dancing because the spirit wants me here. As the dancing continued, a rush of energy swept through my body, connecting my spirit to this place and its people. Well, I think we've been accepted into this culture with open arms because we didn't expect this kind of reaction from these people when we got here. I mean, I feel like one of the family, and look at me, every time I walk past, someone puts something else on me, which means they're accepting me a little bit more and a little bit more every time. I think if you come into these villages and you open your heart and you respect their culture, it's there for them to express and there for you to see. Part of the Orion philosophy is to give the economy back. So again, we're in a village where we're buying some fish for our dinner. And that's what you want to do, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's one thing to come in here and organise a performance and things like that, but this is their daily grind, if you like. So if we purchase fish for the ship from here, every single one of these fishermen will benefit from that.
That's as big as me. As we leave each destination, it becomes ever more obvious how tourism is changing local economies. Careful management ensures the revenue can be used wisely for the locals' benefit in these isolated regions, as well as positively impact surrounding communities. Our arrival at Tufi, with its stunning forested fjords, shows this country is worth visiting just for its natural beauty. This is what I really like. You never know how you're going to get to these villages when they pick you up. This is a traditional canoe, and we're going down the fjords of Tufi. Some people call them fjords, some people call them sounds, but they're dramatic rivers that go up into the villages. Now we are going to a custom dance, another custom dance, but I bet you this village, like so many of the other villages, has its own style of doing things. I don't want to get too close, they might speak.
They're asking where you're going to go.
Can we come into your village?
Okay. You can pass.
I think I trust you.
Thank you. Okay.
Hello! Sago palm is the staple diet of the people here, and harvesting it is a community effort. It's boiled or cooked on hot coals underground to make a type of bread that's eaten during ceremonies. The starchy food is called saksak or sagu and served up in various forms at every daily meal, much like we rely on rice, pasta or potatoes. Now, my cameraman is still trying to sell me for 20 pigs, but no one's taken up the offer yet. Because 20 pigs, there's a lot of pigs in these guys' culture. But have a look at them, they look exquisite. These guys really like their bling, and they make their jewellery using seeds, shells, feathers, and even boar tusks. They're magnificent pieces that have symbolic meaning and depict status in society. But with the making of each piece comes a cost to the environment. Many bird of paradise species are facing extinction due to hunting for headpieces and due to loss of habitat from bad forestry practices. Well, we're getting further south, and this is Catawba in the Trobriand Islands. So it's interesting, every single place that we've gone, every village has had their own style, so this one's slightly different. Even the people look a little bit different here. Gone is that really Papua New Guinean sort of fuzzy hair look, and it's a little bit more Asian looking. The people here, so it'll be interesting to see, you know, what the Trobriand has to offer. The Trobriand Islands are known as the Islands of Love, and even the children have an awareness of such matters. Sex is interwoven into the dance and song, and traditionally, teenagers are seeking out a future partner at a very young age. After seeing the sexy dancing, it was time to head up the hill to Kamwaga village. This is so awesome. Being led up to the village by these beautiful kids is just amazing. But they're so friendly. I mean, where in the world can you travel and just get greeted like this and taken up to their homes? No one does this anywhere in the world. It's the only place that I've ever been so welcome. Land is passed on to future generations along matrilineal lines. This has helped these cultures remain so pure and reduce the amount of outside influence. Small schools and churches are where education is taking place in the villages. But it can be hard to obtain simple teaching aids such as chalk, paper, and pencils. Orion transports many of these things for free and delivers them to where they are really needed. These are the philosophies EarthCheck encourages its clients to adopt, so our impact as a traveller is a positive one. Samurai Island was the capital of British New Guinea, and in the early 1900s, this place was thriving and referred to as the Pearl of the Pacific. It's not quite the same as its former glory, but what it does is it marks the colonial era of Papua New Guinea. The schools are working hard to reinforce the value of traditional cultures and the natural environment in the hope that this will help manage the impacts of modernisation. Well, I'm here with the kids of the Samurai Prep School and they're about to do the national anthem. Now they've just been warming up, they've given us a few songs, they've just had a prayer and they're about to give us the national anthem. Take it away. We are independent, we are free, Papua New Guinea. Like many South Pacific times, World War II marked a pretty horrific time in their history. Now, I'm at Milne Bay, and this bay looks peaceful enough now, but it was a scene of bitter fighting. And all through New Guinea, you will find wrecks and you'll find remnants of past battles. We are in the outskirts of Nagila village, and we've come into the forest here to see where the Americans dumped 7 barges. Now, they brought the barges in here because they didn't want the Japanese to get their hands on them and utilise them during the war. But it's quite interesting because as you walk through here, you realise how much these barges have now become part of the forest. But it's not all about the culture here. I mean, it is also paradise. So if you love diving, you love swimming, and you love white sandy beaches, it's not a bad spot to be. In passing through off-the-beaten-path destinations like Papua New Guinea, there's no getting away from the fact that our visits do change the lives of those we have met. With care and engagement between operators and community leaders, the impacts can be positive ones that help the custodians of this land maintain it for the benefit of future generations. We have had the most amazing time travelling through Papua New Guinea. We've got to see so many different villages as we've come down the coastline. And today we've experienced yet another wonderful performance by these warriors next to me. Papua New Guinea is a place that will touch your heart, it will touch your soul, and you'll just want to come back. I mean, it's just one thing that we've got to say about Papua New Guinea. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Ha! Modern society has a tendency to overwrite those cultures that came before us, but this can lead to a monotone world lacking in vibrancy. The more we embrace the differences between us and the rich tapestry that humankind has to offer, the richer our lives will be.